Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back to another faction video. So this one's a little bit different. Let me tell you why quickly. Basically, I am on vacation, it's the holidays, and I'm not at home right now, and the internet is very not so good. So what that means is I can physically not record a factions video. I can't PvP, I can't open chests, but right now you can see I'm still on the server. What I'm going to do is basically an MCMMO rundown for you guys. It's more to familiarize myself and you guys with the MCMMO portion of factions, because as some of you may know who watch the Factions Let's Play series, we have recently switched over to Factions Green on my server, Noah's server, and Ryan's server, and Kobe's server. pvp.thearchon.net is the IP, the official server for you rushers, so definitely come on and play. We are now on Factions Green, which adds in a new thing called MCMMO. And what MCMMO is basically like it just adds certain skills you can train. I don't know, it's more of like an RPG kind of thing. You can train certain attributes, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is just go over the certain skills you can train and what some of the benefits of training those certain skills are. So I'm kind of improvising. The internet is really bad. We'll type it in here. So we'll go MCM stats. We'll just see. So it's not too bad. It wasn't too bad. We'll hope we won't get kicked from the server here. But here we go. So we got mining, smelting, acrobatics, swords, archery, repair, excavation, axes, unarmed, herbalism, woodcutting, taming, and fishing. I'm going to try and go over all of those as quick as I can with little like cutscene things, and that's kind of where this video is going to be at. Again, it's to make you and me, because I'm not too good with this stuff. I've looked it over a little bit. I will be good after I announce it all to you guys. More familiar with the mod and help us to, well, not really the mod, the plugin, help us understand how we can just become completely insane at factions. So that's kind of the goal with this video, and sorry there's a lack of faction LPs. It's just not possible where I am right now. I'm on holidays, but I'll try to provide offline videos. I'll try and be creative and think of some stuff. And right, so here we go. Happy holidays, everybody. Alright, so to start it off here, basically, the different skills are split up into 3 different groups. There's the gathering, the combat, and the miscellaneous. Gathering is things like mining, wood cutting, herbalism, fishing, and excavation. Combat is like, you know, archery, unarmed. Taming's combat too. I guess wolves are used as ferocious animals in the art of war. But and then there's swords, axes, and then miscellaneous is repair and acrobatics. So I'll start off with mining here, and I'm not going to give you guys full details because I'm not that good, and really I'm just using the wiki here to kind of get myself decently good with it. So I'll kind of give you a general thing. I'll give you a general thing of how each thing works, which is very vague of me to say thing so many times, so I'm sorry. But here we go. Basically, mining is, you know, before I start, with all of these stats or skills, whatever you may, to level them up, like you can see they just loaded there. My mining is right at the top there, 137. That's the level. So to level each one out, you just have to do whatever it is that skill is. You just have to do that multiple times. So the reason mining is the highest is because obviously I've mined a lot. Smelting is next because I've smelted. Acrobatics is because I've jumped a lot. So you don't have to actually be good at these things. You just have to continually do them to level them up. And so as you get a higher level, so say I'm level 50 mining, it usually don't get better like every level. It's usually every 50 or 100 levels you get like a +1 bonus on something. So with mining, there's a double ore drop chance. So every like 50 or 100 levels, you get a certain increase in percent of the chance that you'll get a double drop on an ore. Say you're mining an iron, and maybe if you're level like 2,000 or maybe like 1,000, you'll have like a 40% chance to get a double ore drop, which is like one in every 2.5 blocks you mine, you'll get a double drop, which is pretty good odds for the amount of iron you mine. So that's pretty crazy. And then there's also abilities for each skill. So one of the mining abilities is called the super breaker. Basically you have your pick in your hand and you just except with your pick, and then you right click and it just goes insanely fast. You go like creative mode fast. Like it's like boom 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 boom, and then you feel like you're getting tired just watching your own guy do it. But that's mining. God dang, that's mining. Alright, so next up we got wood chopping or wood cutting. So basically with this skill, obviously to level it up, you just gotta chop down them trees, chop down different pieces of wood. And actually, here's some stats for you. Giant mushroom, you get 70 XP, and keep in mind this is XP for leveling up each level of the certain skill. So this is like wood cutting XP. So a giant mushroom and oak logs, you get 70 XP. Spruce log 80, birch log 90, and jungle log 100. So yeah, you got to kind of decide if you want to make, because again, so with some of these things, you're able to farm the skill. So in this case, you could make a huge jungle tree farm, space them out pretty close, and then just go hack right through it, and you're gonna level up pretty quickly. Some of the effects you can get is a slight chance of double drop of wood, like two woods per only have an axe, one wood down. And the other, what was the other? Oh yeah, the other one was a leaf blower. That's an ability that you can go through leaves in one shot. I don't know if that's a huge deal to me, but something that does stand out is there? I think it's tree feller is the activators and the skill, or the activate. What is it called? The ability. The tree feller. So basically, there's this one mod, I don't know if you've heard of it, but you basically can mine like at the bottom of a tree, take down one wood, and it takes down the whole tree. So you can just, say it's a huge tree, you mine one log at the bottom, and they all come falling down. So that, I think you get that unlocked at level 100. So yeah, that's wood cutting. Alright, let's move on to Herbalism. So this one is involved with farming and things along those lines. So just generally, here's what it is. Basically, the higher level, you can get the double drop chance. So say you take down a wheat, fully growing wheat. You can get 2 wheats from that, obviously, along with lots of the other gathering skills that we've went over already. And some of the other cool things is, as you get a higher level, say you eat a piece of bread, right? Say, let's say a piece of bread heals me 3 hunger bars. The hunger bars, you know a hunger bar. You know what that hunger bar is. But as you grow in level, you could actually increase, so that bread could actually heal you 4 hunger bars. So as you get higher level, you can actually, like, food is more, it's worth more. So yeah, that's kind of another bonus. And one of the abilities you can use is basically you plant something. You harvest something. So say you harvest the wheat, you hit it, and boom, it will instantly replant. There's a chance. So that's one of the abilities that you can use with the Herbalism skill. I'm going to go right to fishing. I didn't re-review it here, but I kind of have a general idea. With fishing, the coolest thing with it is, I know fishing, I don't know if I could do it. Fishing is, like, I like fishing in real life because, I don't know, like, usually my dad and I would go fishing and we'd just hang out and we talk and we make love with talking, but not in that gross way. Just, we make words and, like, we bond and stuff. Okay, that came out wrong. We bond. Father-son bonding time. And that's why I like fishing. But fishing in Minecraft, it's just usually you by yourself standing there, throwing a rod, waiting for the bobber to... Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. So I don't know if I could farm fishing. But if you manage to get your fishing level very high, then you are in for some good stuff. Because as you grow your fishing level, you can start fishing out treasure. And some of these treasures, it starts off with... Not too good thing. I think like special blocks, like maybe like nether stuff, glowstone, things like that. Stuff that's pretty cool to fish out. But if you get a really high level, you can actually fish out full diamond armor and iron ingots, gold ingots, things like that, just from the water, along with your fish. So you can fish out treasure and your fish. So that's fishing and Herbalism. Those are two really... fishing would be, if you get a high fishing level, definitely let me know, because that's pretty crazy. I don't know if I could, I don't think I can do it. Yeah, alright, let's moving on. So, excavation refers to the ability to dig. So, basically, there's not too many things on this. Basically, there's this one ability called the Giga Drill Breaker, and when you activate it by right-clicking with a shovel in your hand, and you can just insta-break any diggable blocks until it deactivates. So as you increase your excavation level, that Giga Drill Breaker ability lasts for a longer period of time. Also, it triples the chance of dropping of treasure. So you actually, I forgot about the treasure. So there is some pretty cool stuff on Excavation. So it's kind of just like fishing as well, where say you're mining, I don't know, you're really high level, you're mining a piece of anything. If you're mining a piece of dirt, if you're level 750 or above, you can actually get a cake. And along with that, you can get like level 350, you can get diamonds, you can get a music disc at 250, apples, gold music disc, eggs, gunpowder, slime balls, so you can get lots of things. So the excavation is pretty handy to have because it's something you just do. That's the best part. Some of these MCMMO skills you just do regularly, and with MCMMO you just get upgrades and benefits that you just wouldn't have, and you just get them automatically because you have to mine, you have to dig, you have to do these things. So that's kind of the cool thing about MCMMO. So excavation, a very, very good thing. Also, there is a double drop chance. Along with the other things we talked about, there is a double drop chance. Let's move over to the combat skills. We'll start off with unarmed, but with the combat skills, just a heads up that you cannot upgrade your combat skills using friendly mobs or mobs that are spawned with a spawner. So you can't farm them that way. You actually have to go out and look for normally spawned mobs. So you can't have a zombie spawner, that won't work. So you either got to kill people or you got to kill mobs that don't come from a spawner, and they have to be evil. So just keep that as a heads up to level up your combat skills. So here we go. With unarmed, basically the things you can do is to level it up, it's just using your fist. The coolest thing is if you get a really high unarmed skill level, your arm can do more damage than a diamond sword in some situations, which is pretty crazy. There's a ton of abilities with this one. I can't go over them all. Things like arrow deflect, and I've also heard rumor that you're able to actually unarm another person with this, so that might be an ability as well. I'm not sure. I've heard rumors of this. But that'd be pretty cool too. But unarmed, if you get it strong, it can be stronger than a diamond sword, which is, I think it gives you the element of surprise in my mind. So that's why I think it could be very, very helpful. Alright, let's move on to our next skill. And if you're enjoying so far, make sure to touch that like button real quickly. Please, do it! I love you! I'm taking my shirt off. Seriously. 3, 2, hit that like button. 1, next skill. Alright, so next up we got archery and swords. We'll start off with archery. So basically, regarding the archery, there's not too much to it, but it's nice little useful things. So basically, it allows one to retrieve shot arrows from defeated mobs or players. So if you shoot at a player, you shoot at a mob, as you get a higher level, there's a higher chance that you can literally walk up to that thing you just shot and retrieve the arrow. I'm not sure if they have to be dead. Like, say you're in a Protection 4 fight, you got some beast bows going on, it's just a huge castle, it's just TNT cannons blasted from every angle. Okay, no, calm down, Rusher. No, but basically, I'm not too sure if, like, you have to actually kill the mob to retrieve your arrows. I don't think you do. I think you can just walk by them and while you're PvPing and just pick up the arrow. Every level you increase with an archer, you get 0.10% chance of retrieving an arrow from, a mob or a player that you're fighting. You can also daze players that are shot in PvP, make them go all confused and stuff. And you can also get bonus damage to the arrows fired as you grow your level. So archery, if you're an archer and that's kind of how you PvP, I know for me, I like to use archery. Not as much in factions. I feel like swords are more powerful just because the Protection 4 and, an arrow's just not going to cut it. You have to get repeated hits to try and take down someone with Prot 4. Archery I would usually go for. Faction situation, your call. Moving on to swords, though. Swords is also a little bit basic. It gives you the ability to make a target bleed. You guys have seen me fight with swords before, of course, in MC or in the factions Let's Play. You can make people bleed if you activate an ability. You can also have the swords do more damage with an active skill, and you can counterattack. So basically, the damage they do to you, you can return half of that damage back to them with the ability called counterattack. So that's pretty nice. So let's move on to our next skills. I hope you guys are enjoying thus far. Now we move on to axes and taming. So axes, don't get it confused with wood chopping or wood cutting. Axes is a combat skill. So axes, lots of people use them. So basically, it doesn't say it here on the wiki, I don't think, but axes basically hurt armor more. So this might be what I'm thinking here, because axes are often used to attack large groups of mobs or people. So say you're in like a big faction fight, like 6v6 maybe with your clan, and if they're all grouped together, you can actually use your axe, and I think you can hit multiple people at a time as your level grows up. So that might be the reason why you can take down armor faster, because if you've ever been in a faction protection 4 fight, it's usually, if you don't get to jump on someone with potions and stuff, because people usually have god apples and everything, then you've got to take down their armor. You literally got to destroy their armor. So there's long fights. So axes are usually used over swords because they have the ability to take down armor quicker. Not sure, don't hold me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's why lots of people use them. Oh yeah, and can greatly damage armor of another player. Okay, confirmed! You can damage people's armor and stuff better. Secondly, there's like this greater impact thing where an axe just like goes and it just knocks back someone like 1/4 of the time, I believe, as you get a higher level. So that's kind of cool. I'm not a knockback guy myself. If I'm in a fight, I usually, because I don't know, I feel like knockbacking someone can give them another chance to get more even in the fight. Say you're crushing somebody but you knock him back, he comes back, it's back to being even again. Because I don't know if you guys have ever been in some intense fights, but I'm just slashing. I'm going right through. Oh, God, I'm getting sweaty. But no, I'm just going right through. And, you know, you get 3 or 4 hits in a row. There's no coming back from that for the other guy usually. But if you knock him back and you guys take another run at each other, then it can go the opposite direction. He could take the 3 or 4 hits. So, I don't know. Swords are better. Our swords are still better, though, for damage. Axes take down armor. Swords will still do more damage just because of the counterattack ability and things like that. So, your choice. Go for the long run, take down armor, or go for the short run and try and kill them with the swords. Your call. We'll move over to taming real quick. So basically, taming, what it does is pretty simple. It gives your wolves and ocelots that are tamed more health, and it gives the wolves more attack damage as your taming skill increases. We are heading into the last 2 skills, the miscellaneous skills. Again, hit that like button if you're enjoying, and leave a comment. Actually, we'll wait for the comment. I got a question for you. Be right back, everybody. So, we got the repair skill and the acrobatics skill left. So, the repair skill, basically how it works is you get, I believe this is how it works. You can still do the normal vanilla repairing. Like, I think you put it in an anvil or something and combine it and you can repair. Or just in your inventory if they're the same things. But how it works is you get a block of iron, and I think you go over the block of iron, you click that with the appropriate armor or tool, and you have to have the specific material in your inventory. So I think this is how it works. Say you have a block, you have a diamond chest plate that's almost dead, but you have a diamond in your inventory. You can click on the iron block with the diamond in your inventory, and you will repair that armor. I'm not sure how it works for Prot 4 armor. I hope it still works, because, you know, again, with factions, Prot 4 is usually what you're dealing with. Another cool thing about the repair thingy mabobber is an ability called salvaging. And basically, it's an ability where you can uncraft things. You have to be at least level 600, but, oh, it's pretty cool. You use a gold block, and you can literally, I don't know if it has to be full. I don't think it does. But say you have a diamond chest plate, and it was really weak. I'm thinking this is how it works. Say this wasn't enchanted, because if you wouldn't want to do an enchanted one, because then you'd lose the enchantments. Say this wasn't enchanted. I put it on the gold block, and it would turn it back into 8 diamonds. So I could literally just make another chest plate that was fully, like, that had full health. So that's really beneficial if you can get your repair kit up to 600. Now, to level it up, it says it is one of the parent skills of the first child skill, Smelting. So you may have to level it up using Smelting. I'm not too sure with that. I'm sorry. Again, I'm not a pro. I'm kind of just learning with you guys here as we do this video. But yeah, that's the repair skill. Acrobatics, which is one of my higher MC stats. I think it's above 50, 56 or something. That is leveled up using fall damage. So just, you know, jumping, flying. I can fly, but I don't have wings. Oh, legs broken. I've been there too many times, friends. Actually, I haven't, so don't hold me on that. But yeah, acrobatics, basically the things you can do. It allows you to, in quotations, roll. So you can, like, I think it's an ability to, you can decrease the fall damage, sometimes to the point of nullifying it entirely, which I don't know what that means, but I think that means just getting rid of it entirely, so no fall damage. I don't think that's an ability. A 0.10% increase for every level of acrobatics. So yeah, your fall damage decreases as you level up your acrobatics ability. Holding the sneak key, you can execute a graceful landing if you want a more guaranteed cushion. So that's pretty cool. If you take a far drop, you can hold the sneak key if you remember, and you'll get a nice cushion. And also you can, it adds a dodge chance for reducing damage. So, okay, so I'm not sure how this works. It says half attack damage taken, chance increases by 0.025% each level of acrobatics. So I don't know if that means when you're jumping, you can dodge the damage. I'm thinking it means when you're actually fighting, you can dodge the damage. Because I know I've been in some fights recently on MCMMO where people are literally dodging my hits. It feels like lag, but it's really not. People are literally have a high acrobatics skill, so they're able to dodge some of my attacks, which is pretty cool in my mind. But yeah, guys, that'll wrap up the MCMMO skill video. Again, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button before you head out. That one took a while, but it was good learning. I think it was good for everybody learning. If you want to check out the Faction LP series, it's on my channel, usually every day. Right now, just another warning to you people who watch it. Basically, I will be back home ASAP as soon as possible to record some more faction videos and get them up. For now, I'll try and improvise, get whatever I can think of to the channel. But yeah, we'll see what we can do here. But yeah, and secondly, come onto my server, pvp.thearchon.net. I'd love to see you here. It'd be great. And comment section, in the comment section below, let me know, out of all of these MC skills that we have went over, the MCMMO skills we have went over, what are you going to focus on leveling on first? You can only choose one. Your top one, what do you think will be the most useful for your game, for how you play, maybe PvP, gathering, miscellaneous? What do you think is your favorite and what you want to work on if you play MCMMO? Or if you want to play, or if you played, whatever. Answer it down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Join the Rushers by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.